What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we're going to play a live solo playthrough of City Skylines, the board game. It's like a based on a popular PC game, similar to SimCity. From what I could tell, I've not played it. I was just looking at some reviews of it, kind of check out what it was about. But it seems like a cool PC city builder. But they build the folks over at Kosmos built a board game. That basically plays like a city builder. It's kind of cool. Looked very appealing to me solo, but I also do want to try it co-op at some point in the future with Mel. But we're playing this live here. Thanks to the folks over at Cosmos for sending me a copy to play for you here. So yeah, just waiting for some people to show up. Adam's here. How's it going? So I'm going to showcase this. It's like a medium weight game. I've played it a couple times now. No pro at it, no pro, but I'm just going to kind of run through it here solo with you guys just to show off the game. It is fun and interesting. I did do my research and looked into it first, and it did seem very cool, very strategic. There is some luck because you're drawing from decks, but it's what you do with that luck. The puzzles you build to try to build your state is kind of cool, and balancing your basically your economy and your pollution and garbage and water and all that kind of stuff. It feels very like the last SimCity I played was on Super Nintendo back in the day, or actually probably on DS, actually Nintendo DS. What is Mel doing in the chat? I think she misclicked there on Adam. And Biol's here. I'll be interested to see how it plays. Yes. Yeah, I was very interested too, but I tried it. It's pretty good. But yeah, I'll try to show it off. I'll try to do my best. The first game I played, I just lost by like 4 points, and I won my second playthrough with everything involved. I went straight in, added all the modules, which I'll describe to you here in a second. Just waiting for some to show up. I see a bunch of people are here already. So I guess we'll get down to the table and I'll explain to you as best I can how this game works, and then we'll do it the best way I know how to do it, is just play it and show it off to you guys. All right. So Skylines, City Skylines, the board game. Right. So it comes with some cool components. We're going to play Tetris here, building a city using these Tetramino zoning tiles. So we got residential are green, commercial zones are blue, and industrial zones are yellow. We have some unique buildings you can build, like hospitals and mansions and opera centers and like town halls and football stadiums and whatever, which give you cool benefits. They're just cool powers and stuff, but they're huge. That's their negative. We have some services. You can't get some good bonuses unless you have your services out there, like your medical, your transportation services, your fire, police, parks, and educational services. Those are here in our light gray section, and there are 3 levels to each of those. Which are in the 3 levels of decks. I'll show you those in a second. And then we have utilities, where we can get our power, water, and our garbage taken care of by 3 different levels of utility buildings. And all those things interact in different ways. It's basically built off these card decks. The main score track-ish thing here is this board we have to manage. This is called, what is it called exactly? The administration board. The administration board right here, where we're going to know how much power we have, and everything's sitting at like the 0 space in the middle here. And obviously if it goes in the negative red, that's trouble. That'll make the town unhappy. And that for these 3 things, power, water, and garbage, we have to try to keep them in the middle. I mean, they can go green and that's all great. We have some to spend and spare. That's fine. You're just producing more of that stuff and you have more capacity. But if it drops below at the end of a milestone, and what a milestone is, it's key to the game, is every time you explore basically another tile. We're going to flip these over. They don't look too great on the back in my opinion, but when we get to the other side, we're building on these little cityscapes here. We got roads and water and stuff kind of blocking us off into different, what are they, districts or whatever. So what we're trying to do is, before going to our second tile, that is ending a milestone before we go to the next tile, and you have to spend some money to see the tile. You will lose some happiness if your power, water, and garbage aren't under control. So you got to kind of get that under control for each milestone before you move on to your next tile. And you'll do that 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th time to end the game when you're ready. And you cannot go on to the next milestone unless you have at least one, basically one property built in each in each district. And also we have to worry about our workforce. So our happiness will go up and down. We got to worry about this happiness. That will transfer over into the score track here. where each wave we get to put our current happiness into our current score, and that will build up each round or milestone or wave or whatever you want to call it to our score at the end of the game. And so that happiness is important. If you ever get to -5 happiness, we lose. If you ever get to -10 on your big city Skylines scoring 3D component there, you lose. You can't go below -10 on that. You also have to manage your employment. So that's what the little person is here. It can start in the 0, can go as low as -5 or as high as +5. And that's basically you have not enough workers to supply the jobs that are there. And if it goes above, that means you have too many people to work and not enough jobs. So you got to keep your economy kind of in the middle. And every time you complete a milestone, if it is negative or positive, you have to pay basically one resource, $1, whatever it is, for each point you are above or below. So you got to keep that kind of in the center. You got to balance that one. So it's a real balancing act. It's kind of neat. And these bottom one here, we got pollution, traffic, and crime. Those sort of don't affect us. We don't have to worry about those each milestone, but you have to worry about them during the game, because if you ever reach the max, you can't play a card that will generate more pollution if you're at already 5 pollution and you're at the max. So you got to kind of keep it low, but that doesn't hurt your scoring until the very end of the game. For every point we're above on those bottom 3 tracks, traffic, crime, and pollution, we're going to lose points. So you kind of want to, you can let them dance around during the game, but by the end you want to have them cleaned up. And how you'll clean those up: crime, you clean it up with the police. Pollution, you can clean up, I think with the parks do that one mainly. And then crime, or and traffic is with the the bus terminals and that kind of stuff, the traffic stuff. So that stuff, those services will have the little symbols on them. And like I said, there's 3 levels of each of these things, kind of neat. And we'll explain those as we go. Let's take a look at some cards. So each deck, there's 3 decks. This one, the number 1 deck we're going to get our first starting cards off of, is about like half the size of the 2 and 3 decks. And what happens is in the 2 and 3, they get more expensive, but the reward is higher. So the different tiles correspond to different cards. So blue, commercial zone cards, you can build these, and they don't cost anything, sort of. They don't cost money, but what they do cost is this commercial zone. Obviously, you need somebody to work there, so it's going to give you -1 on your little employment track there, your workforce track, and then you could go, you'll get more traffic because of that. And if you build it, when you place it, if you build it near in a district or whatever with a medical building, like a hospital or whatever, you could get extra money. So there's some bonuses. You can get some combos going and triggering off, kind of cool, and you can build up to them, and it's kind of neat. So on your turn, you basically have 3 actions. You can build, simple. If you have, you'll have a bunch of cards in front of you. I could deal those out actually now. Let's just go. So 7, because I'm playing solo. If it was 2-player, you get 5 each, and then it goes up from there. It goes up to 4 players co-op. And Adam, I have not played 2-player. I will try it later, though. I want to do a stream probably within the next week. I'm going to try with my wife. I've learned it myself. I'm going to teach her, and then we're going to play it co-op, and we'll do a stream of that in the near future. But yeah, it just feels very much like a video game. It's like it's inspired by, it's like design based. It's got the video game license, right? So it feels very SimCity-ish. You're just managing meters and you're trying to solve the puzzle, and it literally is a puzzle trying to build these pieces onto the city. So you get your 7 cards to start, and we'll just look at some of these. So here's the level 1 energy producing zone. It's the wind turbine. So you pay 3 money, and your money is here in this little pool. And we start with 12 because I'm playing on the beginner level. 10 is the medium. And this will generate you 3 energy. So this would shoot me up +3 over here. And then I could spend some energy by building things. Also the medical clinic. This is a service. The other one was a utility. So this is a service. This is a level 1 service. So it's this tiny little medical building. Shows you the picture right on the card. So everything's like very obvious. I like that. It's very clean. Oh, I got another service. And sometimes I've gotten screwed when I played where I didn't draw any services and I was digging for them to try to build them, because you want to have those services in play before you start building your homes and stuff, so they can benefit from those services, because you only get the bonus as you build the building. It doesn't pay off later. There is no, the cool part in this game is you're just constantly balancing things. There is no like end of the game like some other city games where you're like looking at the board and you're trying to get all these combos off of what's where, how many of this. Like it's like you literally build the thing, and is this in your district? You get the points. This goes up, this goes down. You manage it on the fly, and then you just kind of do a scooping total every milestone. Oh man, I shuffled this pretty good, I thought, but we got a firehouse, so that's pretty good. another utility. We got a residential zone. So the residential zones are the green ones. I'd have to pick one of these green tiles. You can pick any tile you want of that color to build, and it might make sense in certain situations to build bigger ones, smaller ones, and they're all like Tetris shaped. But this one would be negative on my trash. So I'd have to be handling more trash, and then it would generate a person for the workforce. And then it likes when there's police in the neighborhood. And that would make my happiness go up, which is the ultimate score at the end is happiness points, right? So that's just straight up victory points right there. But I have to have that police station in the same district, at least. If it's a level 1 police station, I actually have to build that residential zone touching the police station, this little tiny police station. But if it was like a level 2 or level 3 police station, it has this little gray L on it, which means just has to be in the district. So this police station basically is like it being adjacent to anything you build in that district. But the level 1s, you have to actually build side by side, which is kind of like the downside to them. They're cheaper, but you gotta solve the puzzle there and build them beside each other. Then we have an industrial zone. This is one of the yellow tiles, the bigger ones up here. So this one, I need somebody from the workforce to work here. It's going to create some pollution, and it likes if we have some transit nearby to get workers to work. So I would get some money if I build this in a district with a level 2 or level 3 bus station. But if I build it next to a level 1 bus station, I'll get that bonus also. And the final card, we have another service. It is a dog park. So we can build this one for $1 or $1 million, whatever the currency is, a stack of cash, -1 stack of cash for -2 pollution. So we'll take our pollution down and then get us this level 1 park. And then we could get some bonuses off that. And the only things right now I have bonuses on. Everyone doesn't give their own cards to get to work. No, this is not. No, I guess you could make that your own module and buy little metal cars, and you can play with them on the board. But that's what I plan to do. But that's as far as I would go with that one. Just kidding. Oh, another thing I want to point out. A little side note. So I look at the rule book and I was like, okay, cool. Learn to play. Little QR code. I'll bite. Let's see what you got. I thought it would just take me to like a PDF of the rules. But no, there's an app, the Kosmos Helper app. And you can literally go to the game and you download the game you want to see. So we go back here. No, I don't want to rate your app. But for all their Kosmos games, they have all this different stuff to download for them, little tutorials and variants and things like that. But if I go to City Skyline, it downloaded the tutorial, and it actually is voiceover, 3D animated little rule book. Basically, it walks you through steps, little chapters, and I thought that was pretty neat. I guess I can turn off the sound, but you literally go step by step through the rules here, and it'll actually help you set up the scenarios and give you tips and stuff. But I thought that was kind of neat that they actually developed an app like that can walk you through the game. And that's kind of cool. It's cool for the people who play the PC game, I guess, to come and play this board game. It's a good way for them to learn, especially if they don't like reading rule books. But I mean, the rule book is only like 7 pages. It's like not bad. And there's some good examples, good pictures and stuff. So we're trying to work scoring wise. Here's our success table. We're trying to work. If we have 0 or less, we have a dying city. Anything in the red here is like you failed. So 30 or below, we get a busy city, ambitious city, whatever. But you're trying to get 31 is considered a win. And if you're like up here in the 40s, 50s, or 60s, you're like building heaven over here. You got heavenly city. So that's what we're working towards here in the game. And just to show you, you can see all the components out here, but I'll give you a nice little list there. But yeah, lots of stuff in the game. Lots of stuff. There's all different components. The only one I'm not playing with right now is the starting player token, because I'm playing solo, so I'm going to be the starting player. I've decided that. I've house ruled it. I'll be the starting player. So let's just shuffle up the rest of the decks here a little bit. I did some shuffling before we started, but obviously getting all these services is pretty crazy, but maybe I over shuffled. I don't know. I was shuffling a lot while we're getting the stream ready here. And Logan's here. How's it going? All right. So I set up the board this way. I think this might be from one of the scenarios. But they give you, the cool part is as they walk you through this, you've got a basic game, which would only be 3 of these tiles. And you don't play with any of the modules. I'll describe those modules actually right now. But then they walk you through different scenarios that'll teach you each module. So the unique buildings, there's policies I'll explain. Policies, roles, and news cards I'll explain that are all in the deck, which we'll show off now. So this is unique buildings. They are only, there's 5 of them in the level 2 deck, 5 of them in the level 3 deck. These basically come out, you build them for free, and they give you some kind of ongoing power. So this says at the end of a milestone, I can reduce the pollution or the traffic or the crime by 1 space. So any of these down here, so if I can get this early, it would be amazing. But funny, it was on the bottom of the deck, but I'll continue shuffling in a sec. Here's a policy. So these things come out, and you can pay for these policies. This is another additional module you can add to the game. And you can pay just to reduce or add some more water. So this would installation of recycling containers. So these, if I get these, they sit out there and I can pay to do them. But if I go through a milestone, I lose all the policies that are there. So you got to use them or you lose them. And then I would draw replacement cards. But I always have 7 cards in front of me. That's the plan. I haven't picked my role yet, actually. I should probably do that. And then we have news. This is another module. These will come out. Only 1 news can be in play at a time. It just gives you abilities. So this is like a kind of like a rule that changes the game while it's out. Whenever crime rises, you negate happiness by 1. But if a new city card is drawn, this goes away. Or if the milestone ends, it goes away. So there are 5 of these in each the level 2 and level 3 deck. And that's an optional module to add in. So policies, cities, unique buildings, that's 3 of the 4 modules. And then we have role cards, which I'll do in a second. But like I said, in the level 2 deck, things get more expensive, but you get access to those modules. None of the modules are in the level 1 deck. So if you want to avoid some news right now, or you want to avoid some policies, or you want to avoid some unique buildings, you would just not draw from that deck. But if you want any of those things, you got to go for the level 2 or level 3 decks. And it's fun in this game is trying to figure out, and I still don't know when, is the right time when to end a milestone and progress to the next tile, or when to start drawing from the higher decks. There are some tips in the book that tell you, like, try to go for like at least the level 2 early so you can kind of build towards something, but only go for the level 3s when you kind of like have lots of money, or if your money's going good. But you got to balance that money, because you need money to get to the next milestone by paying the amount of money listed on the back of the next tile, the next area you're gonna progress to and build on. So, Jay's here. A nice City Skyline. Was waiting for you to play this one. Awesome. Okay, so I'll shuffle up level 2, and then we'll shuffle up level 3. So I played it twice, I think, now. So apologies if I get any, or I miss a trigger or something like that. I'll try my best to play through it and get it as accurate as possible, but it should give you a good feeling either way, a good idea of how it plays. Hopefully I win, get at least 31 points is what I'm trying for here. And I'll talk you through all my strategic thinking and my process before I make decisions. And you guys feel free to get involved. Feel free to give some recommendations if you understand how to play. And this game's been out for a couple months, I believe. Because when I look at some other playthroughs, they've been posted in the last month or 2. So I assume that's when the game came out. So should be available. So here's the roll cards. This is going to give me 2 cards is how this plays. You can, if you're playing your first game, you can just divvy these out 1 random to each player. This is a 1 to 4 player game, if I didn't say that already. And it says 40 to 70 minutes playtime and ages 10 and up. Ages 10 and up. But everything I was reading online was saying, like, it's really good solo. It's good 2 players. I don't know about going 4 players. I have no idea. I don't know if I'll ever play it with that many. We'll see. Just because it might take longer and try to figure out how to work together and with the more cards on the table. But I think you only get 3 cards each at 4 players. So maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking. But I can't make the call on that. I just know I'll try it and co-op with 2 players soon. But today I just want to take a look at the solo. And that's mainly why I wanted the game, was something that it looked very good puzzly just to work on solo. Okay, so I'll draw these 2. And let's see what we get to choose from for our role. So we got an advisor and a speechwriter. So this one says at the end of a milestone, which should happen 4 times, assuming we get that far and don't fail, and there are at least 3 tiles in each district, you get 2 happiness. And happiness is the victory points of the game, so that's good. Look at this dude. Nice shades, bro. If you exchange a card as your action, and I'll speak of that action in a sec, actually. I didn't go into that one today. You may pay 2 money and take a look at the top 2 cards of any pile of your choice. Place one of those cards in your display and the other on the bottom of the pile. If you exchange a card as your action, you may pay 2, take a look at the top 2 cards of any pile. Okay, so normally how that action works. So right here are the 3 actions you can do on a turn. Super easy. Play a construction card, easy. Or exchange a construction card. So you can't exchange policies, those purple cards that are the module you add in. So for 2 money, you can take any card. If there's a card clogging you up that you're like, I can't do that, I'm not doing that, it doesn't go with the theme I'm trying to do, I really need a park, or I maxed out my pollution, I cannot build that thing. You can pay 2 money if you have it and exchange it. So you put it like in an exchange pile, and we can build that exchange pile. We can look in that exchange pile at any point. You'll draw a new card. This advisor, though, lets us to look at the top 2 and pick one, which is kind of neat. Makes it a little more targeted, less randomness. But when you go to draw cards at the end of your turn to fill one of these, you can, if there's an exchange pile, instead of drawing from one of these, you can look through your exchange pile and grab a card. So it's a way you can like kind of bank a card for later, or just get cards out of your way that are clogging your flow. And if you're, especially if you're digging looking for something, it's a good way to keep the game going if you get stuck. And then you could end a milestone is the other thing, which you have to have to go to a next milestone. Like I said, you need at least one zone or building in every district. And to end the last milestone of the game, so once we have all 4 tiles done and we decide we're going to end the game and get our final scoring, you have to have at least 2 zones or buildings built in each district. So we'll see that here. Hopefully we get that far. If not, we'll clean it up and try again. But I made it to the end every time, so I think we should be okay. But you never know what you get off the deck, right? You might be digging for something, not see it, run out of money, or max out. Because if you are all the way down on, if you're down on garbage, water, or power, or you don't have enough workforce, you can't make those bars go lower than they go. But you can, in the green side, place something. If it makes the bar go past that, it just doesn't go up. It just stays at max. So if you let crime, traffic, pollution, or water, power, garbage go to the most negative side of the bar, it will stop you from being able to play some cards. So you have to manage that. Okay, so they recommend a start. Usually do the cheapest one. That's just telling you this one will cost less to build here. And I assume that's because maybe there's less districts or less area to fill or something like that. But these ones are more expensive. So I say we start at A and we flip it like so. And we pay 2. And these larger ones are 5s. That's how that works. Got a little 5 on them here. So those are 5s, and then the other ones are just 1s. Okay, so that's our first tile. So we're starting the game here. I got my 7 cards. Oh, I didn't pick my roll. So based on that, if I just have 3 buildings in each district, I think I can make that happen. I mean, I don't have to. It doesn't hurt me not to do it, but hey, it's a bonus to work for, right? Yeah. This exchanging card things, I try to avoid it. I did do it one game where I did it like 6 or 7 times. But you also, at a milestone, you get to, here's what happens at the end of a milestone, actually. So for each power, water, and trash, you're below 0, you get -1 happiness. And then there's some roll cards that fire off. Then you transfer your happiness, so whatever happiness you have, you add it to the final scoring track there on that 3D stand. And then for each step on the workforce, you're above or below, you're going to have to spend money to adjust the workforce. And then you pay your development costs to turn over your game board tile. And then you exchange construction cards. So normally exchanging construction cards costs 2, but if you do it at the end of a milestone, it's only 1 each. And if you draw a news card, just get rid of it. And then any current news cards and policy cards, they go away into the box. So that's what's happening. So I usually try to do it only during milestones to exchange because it's cheaper. But sometimes you get in a jam and you just have to do it. But I do like digging for cards. But I think I'm going to try the speechwriter actually, because I think we can do the building thing. That should be okay. So there's our speechwriter. Our advisor's gone back into our. So there's 10 roll cards you could get. There's some cool ones in here. I had this one before, the statistician. You just basically get an extra card in your row there. As an action, you may pay 1 money to mix the current news card back into a pile. Event organizer. The mayor at the end of a milestone. If you have equal, like even, the workforce is your employment's managed at dead even, you get +3 happiness. Lawyer, if you build in an empty city district, 1 free happiness. Architect, if you build a service building, you pay 1 less, which is kind of cool. So there's all these different options here, which is kind of cool for roles. Okay. So let's see here. Let's look at, so what I like to do is look at residential zones, industrial zones, commercial zones, and kind of see what services they want to get their extra bonus on the bottom, and try to be as efficient as possible when you're playing those cards. So if I see this residential zone here, it wants the police. Well, of course, I don't have the police for a service, so I can't get that extra happiness off that. Here wants some transportation for this industrial zone, and I do happen to have the bus station. So I think it's not a bad place to start. And yeah, we'll just see what we get. So let's build the bus station, and that could change just by me playing this one bus station. Another card may come out that's better to play in this industrial zone. That happens sometimes. But also what happens sometimes in this game, you go, all right, I'll just build this industrial zone. I haven't seen the police. They're never coming. I just got to build this, get a card out of my row here. You build it, and then you literally draw the police next turn. That happens, and that's annoying, as you don't get the bonus in that case. Buell says, definitely looks like there could be a lot of replayability with the different roles. There's a lot of replayability just with these giant decks that you will not see all the cards out of. Like, this is your level 2 deck, and you're only getting one card as you play a card. So it's like, you will see different news, different roles, different buildings, different services. Like, you play some games and you will never see a park, for example, just because that's the luck. What happens, because maybe you don't draw through the whole level 1 deck, you start drawing level 2. But you're not going to get through that whole level 2 deck. I did one game, but you won't get through the level 3 deck. And that's another huge deck of cards that's full of stuff. So I find even just how it comes out, what you see in a game, you have to change up your strategy. The tiles, there's actually 2 other tiles. So like you could do any kind of setup you want. There's some built-in scenarios, but then it also tells you do some random stuff you want. Like try some different difficulty. It talks about how to change the difficulty and play around with different setups and stuff to challenge yourself. And you can take modules in, modules out, play with different stuff, which is kind of cool. All right. So we're building a bus station, I said, right? Yeah. Okay, bus station it is. And we just spend 1 for that, so I'll change that up. Okay. On this bus station, we just get the level 1 bus station here. It's just this little guy. And we're going to build it somewhere where we have to, because it's level 1 service, we have to touch it to get the bonus off of cards like this industrial zone. Industrial zones are not the smallest, so we got to build it knowing that there's some space around it so we can build next to it. And because this one will eventually expand into this district. Like when I flip this up, I know this district's going to grow. This district's going to grow most likely into this tile, and this tile. So this is going to be like my biggest district here, I assume. This bus station I might want to keep in there. But I also, if I get a level 2 bus station or level 3, I just build it anywhere in the district and it applies to anything built there. So these level 1 services kind of suck, but they're great at the start of the game. They're cheap. And you just get them going. So let's just build a bus station. Let's see. I can kind of peek here, see what's here. I mean, I don't know these that well. But you just got to kind of leave squares and think like, I'm going to build something in there. I think that's fine. I don't know. That's one thing. I'm trying to wrap my head around the puzzle pieces, and I assume as you play this more and more, you'll get used to like what sizes and shapes are each of the tiles, so you'll kind of build with things in mind. But sometimes I use a certain piece. I'm like, I've tried the strategy of let's use all the big ones first, but then it kind of fills up your zones too quickly, and then you draw into a card that's like, play this in a zone that has 3 industrial. Well, I use 3 industrials to fill my spaces. Now I don't have enough room to put the next building in there with it. So, yeah. So that's that. This leaves the game. I'll just keep them in a pile, actually, so I can sort them out later. And what did that do for us? That actually... So the problem there, I built this service. Normally it would reduce traffic, but I haven't generated any traffic yet, so I don't get that bonus of it. A little inefficient, maybe, but I'm going to start with the service, try to get something going here. So somebody's just got to play cards, and that's what happens. So I'm going to go into... Let's draw a level 2 card, just to have one and see what's up, and we'll get that going here. So I drew into the fire station. So this is interesting. I got the level 2 of the fire service, so this one's... I can use in another zone, but it's like I probably would rather spend the 3 to build this one, and it applies to everything in the zone, but it only still gets me 1 happiness. So we'll see. We'll see. But now we'll build that residential zone, or sorry, the industrial zone, and that is going to take us down 1. We need some workers for there. It's going to raise our pollution to 2. And then we are going to build it. So when we place it down, this little down arrow here, when we build something next to that, probably just build this one here. It's not the worst, but whoops. It's a pretty big zone. Does that fit? Oh, and when you place, there's another thing in the rules. It's tempting, but I'm not going to do it. But and I do don't let it take backs on this. Trying to punish myself to make sure I build things correctly. But that's one thing I need to work on. But it says, where is it? There's something about when you place a tile down. Yeah, once placed, a construction tile has to remain in place until the end of the game. It cannot be moved again. So you have to make your choice here. Like when I build this bus station, I put it there. And then I start digging through these. I go, oh man, maybe I should have built it like this or put it over here, or up here, or somewhere. But no, you're supposed to leave it there. You can't move it now. So obviously you're you can't. But let's just do that there. So it's touching, and you only have to touch like on one square. So I could do it like that, but I'll just fill in the corner here. And so since I built that next to some transportation there, I'm going to get 3 more money. Okay, and that leaves the game. And we get to draw another card. Let's go. What are we looking for? There is, I believe, 4 of each. Yeah, there's 6 of each service in the deck. There is 3 of each utility. There is, I believe, like 8 residential in each one, 4 commercial, 4 industrial in each deck. I think something like that. So if you're digging for something specific, you could kind of like look at the size of the decks and kind of like see what's worth going after. But I'll just go for level 1. Another residential zone. So this one will reduce power but get me some workers, and it's looking for fire. Okay, we got a fire card here. That's great because that'll work off one of these. I probably want to build a fire station in like this bigger zone that's eventually going to spread out here. But so will this zone up here. And it is kind of bigger. It does take up more space. Yeah, let's try that. Let's build the fire station. And we'll spend 3 for it. The level 2 fire station. And that will go in. Let's just jam it in the corner here. Because it affects, since level 2 affects the whole district. I don't need to build beside it. So I can just stick that in the corner. My happiness will go up 1. Got my first victory point. Woo! And that's out of the game. Okay, I get another card. That was a level 2 card. Maybe I'll use that spot kind of as a level 2 spot. We'll see. So I drew a commercial zone. -2 from the workforce. Raises crime by 2. And it is looking for a transportation to get me 4 money. That's kind of good. Which I just so happen to have right there. So, Okay. So let's do that. Let's build that commercial zone. I think is a good call. So 1, 2. Let's reduce our workforce. Crime will go up 2. And then we're going to build a commercial zone. Let's just do that. Next to the bus station. And that'll get us 4 money. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. Or have any recommendations, or you see some combo here I'm not seeing, feel free to point it out. It's all good. So yes, this got us 4 as I built it next to the bus station. And we'll draw a new card. That was level 2. I'll dig in level 2 with that spot. So I got a coal power plant. So interesting, I have the level 2 and level 1 power generating spot. The thing is, with the coal power plant level 2 versus the wind turbine, you have some things to think about in this, which one you want to build. And the cool part about utilities, they never, there is nothing later that benefits from them. So you can build them not adjacent to anything. You just stick them in a corner. It recommends that in the rule book. Don't worry about ever looking for that. It just basically keeps those bars. It just keeps your utilities up. So obviously it's like, do I want 4 energy for 4? Or would I just want 3 for 3? Do I pay 2 to store one of these in the exchange pile to maybe pull later if all of a sudden I need more energy? And also the size of the physical zone or the physical building I'm going to build takes up more room. Like, which one do I want? And right now, I don't really need any. It's sitting at 0, but I do see this residential zone I'm going to build in a sec will bring us down 1. So I may need to spend some money to bump it past, but how much money you want to spend in the current wave, aka milestone, before the first milestone, you got to think how much money do you want to spend there. But let's build that residential zone. And we just need to build it anywhere in this district because it's level 2 fire. So we'll go down 1 on the power, up 1 on the workforce. Remember, we want to have that for 0 if we can before that first milestone. And we're going to grab a residential zone. Lots of options there. There is tons of these things. They're like on the smaller side, but there's still so many weird shapes, which is kind of cool. John's here. How's it going? I figured out how to change my YouTube name from... Oh, okay. I know you on Discord as John B. That's funny. But I put that together. I already knew that. That's fine. I picked that up a while ago, and I thought these names had to be unique. This is George J's short name. Awesome. Thanks for joining, John. All right, let's see here. Let's see. So it's just anywhere in the fire zone. I mean, that's my... I think I might want to put something smaller in there, kind of. Even though it's going to be a bigger district in the end. Let's just stick this up here. So we'll just throw this residential zone up in the corner there. And that gives us, because it was built in a zone with the fire, it's level 2, I don't need to touch it. It's just in the same district. I go up a happiness. So keeping my people happy, building a fire or a home near a fire station. That's what those people showed up to the town. I'm the real estate agent. They were like, man, we only want to live here if they got fire nearby. Firehouse, fire station. All right, so let's draw a level 1. And we got the police station, which we need for this residential zone. So that is good. And remember, we're trying to build, because we've got the speechwriter role in this game, in this playthrough, we're trying to have 3 tiles into each zone at the end of a milestone before we move on to another one of these zones. So I already hit that here. I have 3 in this district. I need 1 more here, and I need 3 up here. And that's a tight district, so I probably will build a utility up there, throw it up there, but I might do the police station. It is only a level 1 police station. I could build it in this district. Or I could build it up here. And right now we need to get power up. It's negative, so that'll hurt our happiness. And this will hurt our money, having our workforce low. These we don't have to worry about till the end of the game. But keeping them low is good. So crime, we do have 2 crime right now. So that would take our crime down. Let's do the police station. So we're going to build the level 1 police station here. And we're going to spend 1 to do that. And where are we going to put this little guy? Let's just build it up here. And it might not be the best putting a service in a small district like that, but I am trying to have it so I have 3 buildings in each district. So if I do need to end the milestone, for some reason I'm good leveled off on my zone, on my administration board here, I want to be able to just jump to that next milestone if it's a good spot. I don't want to be sitting there inefficiently building buildings just to try to get that extra happiness. So my crime will go down instantly for building that. And that is gone. And I draw another card. Let's draw another level 1. And we got the water tower. So a nice utility there to help us with water. So you could do things like just build these utilities and kind of just bank some stuff, but that you got to be careful. You don't just spend all your money, because you need money to go to the next milestone, and sometimes you'll need money just to exchange cards if you get stuck in your row. So that money is valuable. You got to make sure you have like a pile of it and don't run low, or that you could lose the game. If you don't have money and you're not able to go to the next milestone, you don't have enough money to do that, or you can't take an action on your turn, you just get stuck and you're locked because you've made your bars go up too high or whatever, you'll lose the game instantly there. Oh, no problem, John. Don't worry about it. This is always available later on YouTube for those who can't stay for the full stream. Always appreciate you stopping by, though. Either way. Happy Friday to everyone, by the way. All right. So, police station next. We built the police station. So this residential zone, we're kind of running out of commercial, industrial, and residential zones. We're getting kind of flooded here with utilities and services, which is weird because there are more residential zones in all these decks. So at some point we're going to start drawing into a bunch of those, I assume. So let's, what do I have out? 7 cards? Yep. So let's just do this residential zone, which is going to make our trash go down 1. Our people up 1. We get some extra workers to the workforce because we're building a residential zone. And we're going to put it up here with this police station. Let's do a... I mean, it's kind of big, but we'll get it out of the way now. We'll build up here next to the police station. And because we did that, 1 happiness. All right. They like having the cops in their neighborhood. They don't like the crime. Who does? All right. So let's go for a level... I kind of want to see policies, but I think I'm okay right now. Let's just go level 1 still. Oh man, another service, but nothing to like, no, nothing to build towards. So this is kind of weird, awkward spot. I've never had this happen. But I could probably just build one of these utilities. Either power, get my power up. I have some pollution, so a dog park would help in the long run. So let's just build the dog park, I think. Yeah, let's build the dog park. It's cheap. Help us just get another card going. We get something on the board. So for 1, we get to build the level 1 park, which is kind of big for a level 1 spot, but parks, I guess, need to take up more space. Makes sense. Than a police station. Let's build this park. I'm going to build it right there. So it's kind of like on the edge, so when we open this next tile, I can build things next to it in that district if I need to. Because it's level 1, I only get the bonus if I build adjacent to it and touch it, basically, with the next properties. Which may or may not happen. I may not draw in anything that cares about a park, but that's just where I'm going to put it. Just assuming that might come. So that's gone. Let's draw another card. Let's take it in level 1. It's a smaller deck. I haven't seen a lot of residential from it, so hopefully I start drawing into that. Or commercial or industrial even is fine. Alright. So we got industrial zone here. So this one can negate. It needs more people to work there, creates pollution, even generates some crime. And if you build it in an area with education, so that the workers, they want some educated workforce, so they will pay for that. They will pay if you build it with an educated workforce. But I do have an elementary school actually. But I don't want to reduce my workforce that much yet. I need some residential to get it back to 0, preferably before I go to the next milestone. I could get some energy up. That'll help us not lose happiness. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will do that. Okay, well, let's go with the wind turbine for 3. Yes, wind turbine for 3. Okay, it's our level 1 energy generating utility. Again, you don't need to build anything against this in the future, so you can stick it in any corner you want. I'm debating putting it here to get 3 buildings going, as I don't care. I don't need anything beside this fire station because of level 2. I can just build anything in that zone. Or I can build it like up in this corner here. I don't want to go near the police station. Actually, let's put it right here. Man, kind of blocking that police station off. I don't want to do that. Because what if I draw something that wants to be near a police station? Yeah, let's just do it here as our 3rd building in here. I don't know if that's the best idea, but that's what we're doing. And it'll get us 3 more power. So we're now +2 on the power track. And there's one of our utilities built. That is gone. Let's draw from the level 1 deck. So we got a commercial zone that wants to be anywhere in a district. That's what that little symbol is. The same symbol you see on level 2 services and utilities and stuff. Or services. Yeah, services. So this just wants to be in any district with 1 industrial property, and you get some extra money for that. So it'll make our trash go down, our people go down, and our workforce, and then our traffic go up. Not the greatest, but if you're desperate for money and you need to build it in industrial, you may have to do such things. But I want a residential, I think, and I want something to help our trash. Could just build the school or the firehouse just to get another card going. It does help my happiness, which happiness generated now helps me through every wave after, unless I lose it. Because at the end of every wave, every milestone, you basically look at what your happiness is and you transfer it to this overall score tracker. And then you keep it, so it just keeps adding it cumulatively over time. So it's kind of cool. So let's spend 1. I don't think I did that already. Hopefully not. So we have 7 left. We're going to get a happiness. And we'll build our little elementary school. Because these guys want education for this. So could do that to get money in the future. Let's do it. Fortunately, I'll stick it in the corner. Not the best spot for it, but just trying to get card cycling here and get some happiness going. Maybe we draw into something that wants education beside this industrial zone. And we're going to draw from level 1. So another commercial zone. Yeah, I'm looking for residential. I'm getting kind of screwed here on the residentials. And there's a bunch in here. There is probably at least 6 more cards in here. And if we look, you know, the odds of drawing, it's like this happens sometimes. And then it's like, when's the right time to keep digging or just stop, move on to the next milestone? So -1 on the trash right now would make us lose 1 happiness and a milestone, and we'd have to pay 1 because our workforce isn't even. But that isn't bad. We just need 1 more building up in this district, and then we would get our +2 happiness bonus. But like, what do I want to build there? Commercial zone. That won't go up there, but that could go next to a park to generate us some money. But does knock down our workforce, but that money can kind of help offset that cost. So let's do that. Let's build this commercial zone up here next to this park. Let's just do that. Or actually, fit that in there. Okay, it kind of sucks I had to put it next to the bus station, but hey, it works. So -1, need some people to work there, so it affects our workforce. Crime will go up 1, 2, back up to 2. I'll get 3 more money. And that's that one. So let's draw off level 1. Yeah, let's keep going level 1. Another commercial. Man. Could build it next to that bus station. Get me some more money. Crime would go up. And I need another workforce. So having that people go down is going to cost me more money when the wave ends. But I'm generating money, so it kind of like offsets it and some. It's not the worst. Yeah, well, let's do this commercial zone also. So we're now -3. More +2 crime, though. I don't know if I want to do that. I'll be digging for that police station. This one generates crime also. Maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I don't. Because once you max out to 5 crime, you can't build anything that requires more crime. You're just stuck. And then you're like digging through the decks looking for a police station or something, a policy or something to help with crime. And it's not just the -5 points at the end of the game. It really, especially in wave 1, that would really hurt me if I don't see a police station for the rest of the game, where I'd be locked out of a bunch of cards. Let's build. You can just build this medical clinic or the firehouse and just kind of throw it up in the corner. Maybe the firehouse I'll do. Spend 1 for it. Actually, maybe I'll build it here. Yeah, I'll spend 1. And it gets me a happiness. And let's build the level 1 fire station. Let's just throw it in here. Gets another card out of a row. Level 1. There we go. Finally, residential. They want water. And I have a way to get water, so that's not bad. And it gets me another person. So that's what you need. Like, you need to get workers, and they need somewhere to live. So that's the idea, is get some more workforce, some more employees into the workforce. So down 2 on water, +1. So now we're only -1 there. And if we build it next to a park, which is pretty awesome. Oh, the fire station I should have built up there, right? Yeah, let's build it up here. Yeah, because I want 3 buildings in that district is what I was trying to do. Okay, so I spent the water, got 1 to the workforce. So let's grab a residential. And we have kind of like a three tall square there. I could build it on this side maybe. Let's see. Here you go, play with your Tetris pieces here. Try to figure out what's what. Could build like that, but I don't want to keep blocking that bus station. I would love to leave some room here beside the school, so that could help us out. Problems as a city planner, man. The life of a city planner. Actually, let's build it like this. And you can flip them either side, so they're dual-sided, which is kind of cool. So some of them are like, I don't know what ones. So this one, you need to like, you could rotate it like this, but you can also flip it to get the other side if you need to like jam it in there, which is kind of cool. So I get 2 money because I built it next to a park. And it's a level 1 park, so I actually have to build touching it. And that one's gone. Now what? Now what? So we could end the milestone at any point, but I do need to get water and trash up if possible, and maybe get my workforce at 0. I could keep digging. Level 1's a small deck. Maybe I'll find a waste treatment plant or whatever it's called, the garbage station, whatever, at the level 1 area. I could find a policy in the level 2 or level 3. That could help me with trash problems. Or find the utility from there. But I'll keep going level 1, hoping I hit more residential. Maybe some stuff that fires off of, gets me some bonuses off education, fire, police would be good. And industrial zone. Not what I'm looking for. All right, we're going to build the water tower, I think. For 3. And this water tower, level 1 utility. So our water going up 3, so we're +1 on water. And that can just go anywhere. Oh, and there's a limit. Utilities, you can only build 1 per district. So the fact I put this wind turbine here means I can't build any more in this district. Let's just throw it here. So that's our utility for that district. And level 1, residential. So this one takes away some power, gets us a workforce, and we have power to spare, so that's great. And makes our traffic go up. We're at 0, that's fine. And if you build it in a district with a commercial zone, 1 happiness. I'm happy to see that card too. So let's go down 1 power. Up 1 to the workforce. We're at 0, that's perfect. So where you want to be at the end of a milestone, which I think we're going to do next year, unless we draw into something amazing. +1 traffic. And then if we put it where there is a commercial zone, the only one we have is commercial zones is middle district here. So let's just build in there. Let's just throw that in there like that. So that'll get us a happiness. 6 happiness. I think the most I've had in a wave 1 is like 7, but 6 is feeling good. And that's gone. Another card. We haven't gotten stuck. We haven't had to exchange cards yet. Let's draw level 1. Another industrial. Crime problems. Oh man, who are you gonna call? Let's see here. Do I just end the milestone? We're even on the workforce. We only have negative trash. That only loses us 1 happiness there. It's not the worst. We don't have to spend any extra money because our workforce is balanced. We have enough jobs. We have enough workers. And they're all educated. Kind of get greedy, but if I open up the next district, that gets me more room for some of these. If I go here, that's 4. What do I have? I have 8. 8 money. So you got to think of that when you're ending the district too, because you have to spend the money needed to open up the next one. So I could spend only 3 to get down here, leaves me some extra cash. Or if I want to build off this district up here, take advantage of that park in the middle there, might be nice. Or if I need to build in districts that need like a residential, commercial, and industrial, that is already qualified, but I don't really have much space to build up there. And it'll get me some extra space so I don't have to crowd in my educational building or bus station or park on the other side. So I think I'm going to go this direction. And yes, I think we will stop it there. So end the milestone. Let's walk through it here. So they give you this nice little reference card. This is the symbol for ending a milestone, which is also on our roll. So first step, for each thing you're negative on in these first 3 utilities, it's just garbage. They aren't happy. The garbage is piling up at the curb, and they don't like it. We need to hire some more garbage men. And then it says, a game with roll cards. Follow the landscape, gardener, mayor, administrator card. And we're the speech writer. So I think we just get that now. Yeah, I think that happens right now. So we have 3 buildings in each one as our speech writer. So if there are at least 3 tiles in each district, you get +2 happiness. 3 here. There's a whole bunch here and 3 up here. So we're back up to 7. Well, 7, that was good. Then it says transfer happiness value to the skyline for overall happiness. So our track here, it's tracked by these little happy face things on the side. We're sitting at 0 on both sides. So we're just going to jump up to 7 here on the right. And then when you start going up in the 10s, obviously track there. Yes, you could be negative. And you hit -10, you lose, which is not good. Or if you go -5 happiness, you lose. Or if you don't have the money to do an action on your turn or whatever, or advance in the milestone, you're in trouble. Okay, what else we got? So each step, we're negative or positive on the workforce. We got to spend the money to help offset that, which we're at 0, we're fine. Pay the development cost to turn over a new game board piece, which we said here for 4. So we'll take this 5 away. We're at 4 money. We're going to flip this one over. There we go. Got half our city showing now. Just got to start building. Okay, and then you can exchange construction cards at 1 money each. And we don't have any news or policy cards right now, so we're still good. We haven't drawn off really much off the 2 or the level 3 decks to see that. So we can exchange. What do we have here that doesn't work with our strategy that's just been sitting here that's clogging us up, we don't need any more of, is now is your chance to get rid of it for 1 money each. But that's still money you're spending. And if you feel some of these can still be played later, maybe you hold it for now. But we don't have anything in our exchange pile. This is weird. Usually I have a few cards in there right off the start. But we got kind of good on our draws, not getting clogged up. And our meters stayed pretty good. All this crime, though, I don't know if I want to build any of this stuff that has all the big crime on it. I do have the fire station. If I need money for money, that I could be desperate and go up the crime there. That's not bad. That's good to hold. But it sucks not seeing stuff to build towards. Like, what do I keep? I mean, energy is always good, but maybe I don't need it right now. I'm still +1 energy. None of this stuff takes away any energy. This commercial zone wants to be built where there's industrial zone in the district. Medical I like keeping around in case I draw into stuff with medical, but I don't see anything right now either that needs that. So this one's fine, I think. Traffic's low, pollution's low. I can build that. I have an education center up there in this district. I can build it up there to get some money. That's good. So that's keeping around, that's fine. This commercial zone, traffic, workforce, more trash problems. Can be built in district. That's 2 extra money. That's not the worst, but not the best either. This one, raising crime. Maybe I'll get rid of one of these. Get a level 2 card maybe. All these can be built next to services I have, I think, though. This one only raises crime by 1, but needs 2 people to work there. It's not the worst if I draw some residential stuff, but right now I'm hurting for that. So that's why I kind of want to bank some cards and maybe draw some more through the deck. Alright, let's get rid of these 2. Let's do 1 at a time. So we'll spend 1. Let's get rid of this one. We'll put it in an exchange pile, so we can always draw out of there if we need to. We can grab cards targeted. Let's go for a level 2 card. Ooh, we got the big water plant from level 2. Interesting. Don't really need water right now. Let's spend 1 more. Is this right? Is this fine? What we want to do? We have ways to generate money right now. We're okay. We'll spend 1 more. And let's get rid of this commercial zone, I think. And let's draw another level 2. So we got some news. So when you draw news at this point, it just goes away. But this one, if we drew it later, would have been whenever the workforce drops below 0, -1 happiness. Not enough workers in the newspaper. So let's draw a replacement. A residential zone. Okay, level 2 residential. So only -1 water gains you a person, and if you build it within a commercial zone, anywhere in the district, +2 money. That's good. So I think we'll stop there. And then, so that was that step, exchange construction cards. So these sitting over here, like I said before, we can, anytime we go to draw a card, we can just grab something out of here. We can build this little pile up to store things for later and make our draws more targeted. And yeah, current news and policy cards gone into the box. We don't have any of those there, so that's that. Okay. So on to milestone 2 here. Work towards it. Okay. We only have 2 money left. Let's get some money going. I feel like this residential zone would be okay. This industrial zone we want to build next to that school. We could do that. So let's do that. Up a power, down a person, up a traffic, and let's build it. They're all kind of big and clunky. Yeah, nope, too big. Okay, and because we built it next to a school, we're going to take 3 resources, 3 money. Done. All right, let's draw off level 2 high school. So it's level 2 educational. We can build it in any district. It'll apply to the whole district. We don't need to build beside it like that. Educational building up there, so that's kind of cool. This industrial zone cares about education, so those could work together. Let's build this residential zone. Or do we build... So because these districts expanded off of here, that's another thing I want to mention as I reveal this tile. This counts as the same district. So I already have the satisfied the speechwriter of building 3 tiles in each district satisfied here on this one. It's covered, and this one is covered. I literally just have to build 3 in here and I can get those points. So is there something I want to build up there? Don't know yet. But I could do a utility up there that could help get me something up there. And remember, you have to have at least 1 tile, 1 building in each district before you can move on to the next milestone. So I could just build 1 building up there and reveal the next property to go expand. But I don't need to expand that fast, I don't think. Doesn't seem worth it because, yeah, I could get some more happiness generated in there. But if I'm sitting at the right numbers here, it might make sense to do that. Commercial... Okay, we're going to build this high school actually. I think, yes. Yes, let's build this high school. So we're going to spend 3 on it. Gets us a happiness. And it's the level 2 educational building. Let's just stick it... Let's do it like that. So we get in our middle district here. Can affect anything in the district. And that one's gone. Okay, let's draw. Let's do another level 2. I want to see some policies and stuff. Okay, we got the cemetery, the level 2 medical building. Which can do the same thing, apply to the whole district. So now, I think I'm going to build this industrial. Yep, let's do this industrial zone. 1, 2. So we're -3 on our workforce, +1 or +2 now on the pollution. We're at 3 on the crime now. But when we build this industrial zone, I'm going to build it in that same zone I just built the school. Let's do... It's tough, man. Very tough. Okay, let's do this one here. Yeah, let's build it like that. No, it doesn't have to be next to anything. Nope. I want to build up in this section. Oh, this one might work actually. Yeah, that works. That works. Get a big chunky one out of the way. All right, and 4 money for that. Sitting at 6 money. That's gone. Level 1 down. Draw from level 2. Industrial zone. Okay, I think we'll go workforce problems. So let's do this commercial zone. Down 1 on the trash, down 1 on the person, up 1 on the traffic. As long as I build it in an industrial zone, which I'm going to build in the center one, I think. Oh, man. Still like that. Okay, we get 2 more money for that. That one's gone. Straw off of. I want that garbage taken care of. Man, let's go level 2. Oh, we have a level 2 card, 2 card, 2, 2, 2. Let's go for 1. Let's dig for that. Residential and waste treatment would be good. All right. So this one wants medical, which I'm sitting on 2, which is great to see. Great to see. All right. So now, so this residential zone, this one will affect our water, which we have. Could get us another worker, which is good. Same with this one. They're both the same. Yeah, but this one wants medical. This one just needs commercial. Yeah, let's do this one. Down 1 on the water, plus 1 on the workforce. Let's build it. Let's do a big one here. That's fine. Maybe not that big. I want to kind of save some of the smaller weird ones for later. That's what I usually do, but yeah, let's do that. So I built it in a place with a commercial in the district, so plus 2 money. That will hopefully help us pay for some utilities or services later. So that one's gone. Let's go level 1. And I don't know what that says, but thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for being here. All right, so what do we get? We got another commercial zone that wants medical. Let's get some medical going. Let's get some medical going. We do the cemetery. Could just do the medical clinic up in the corner. It's nice and small. It's nice and cheap. Yeah, let's do that because it's a small district. I think building something small there it makes sense. Let's spend 1 for it. We'll go up 1 happiness up to 9. Let's get this small level 1 medical up there. So we got to build next to this one to get these bonuses. So if that's the case, I'm going to stick it right smack dab in the middle. Might be crazy, but hopefully we can get everything around it nicely. And that's gone. Let's draw level 1. Looking for the trash. Yes, we got the small landfill site. Finally. Take care of the trash. All right. Might give up on the level 1 deck now after that. And just go for level 2 and level 3. So that's what I was just taking in. Like that deck's nice and small. So I bet there's like a couple residential. I'm sure you can count it out. if you knew what's in the deck, but I'm not going to do that. But anyways, yeah, so let's do that. So we did the medical. Let's, taken away from the workforce. Let's do this residential. So down one water, up one on the people. We got some more workers. And let's build up in the corner. Does that work? It's kind of funny. I don't know if I would shape it like that, but what else am I going to use this piece for, right? But that's in a weird spot. That kind of too bulky, too bulky. Let's put that back in the middle there. I kind of want something 3 wide. Man. Could just get real crazy. These properties, man. Okay, let's just go with this. All right. So we built that next to a medical. It's level 1, so we got to build touching it, and we get 1 money for that. Let's go for a level 3. Our first level 3 is a policy. We can distribute smoke detectors, which cost 3, and we'll get 1 happiness for every fire station we have built. Cannot be exchanged or discarded. Cannot be exchanged, so you can't exchange it like a construction card, but it gets discarded at the end of a milestone. So you use it or you lose it. And did we build both fire stations? We did. So we have 2 out of 3 built already. $3 for 2 happiness, not the worst payoff. Helps us cycle through the cards. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see some other options. So I'm going to instate that policy. Let's give out some smoke detectors. And that is 2 on the happiness, up to 11. All right, let's draw another level 3. That was good. Let's do another one. So this is a residential zone. So look, it gets us 2 people as long as we build it where there's a park. Well, look at right there. There's a park. Down 2 on the water, though. But we are sitting on the water pumping station, the level 2 water, which is good. So I think that's fine. Trash, though. We're about to get the landfill going, so that might be good. Yeah, we do need +2 people. So I think this is really good, actually. Let's do this one. All right. So -2 on the water. Bang, bang. Down to -3. -3 on the trash. -3 on trash. That's bad, but we have the answers. They will just cost us 7 money. And we're sitting at, we're sitting at only 8. Nope, 7 exactly. But we'll get 2 here. We'll be at 9. But remember, we need the extra to open the next tile. So I need to get another 3 money. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to make that call. Maybe we don't build one of these power plants or whatever if I can't get it. So we did that. Let's build it. Let's build this big chunky one. That's fine. It's touching on one little square there to the forest, to the park. So we get 2 money. So we're at 9. And we get 2. We're at 0 on the people. That's perfect way to end a milestone. What do we draw? What do we draw? Is there something in here that's helpful now? Nope. We don't want crime to go up by 2, so those will stay there. Do we want to draw? Oh. I need something to get me money. I mean, this commercial zone, I could build up here for 2. That's something. It does -1 on the people. Hey, Alexander, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Oh, Buell's going to have lunch with his wife, so we'll watch this again later. Thanks for joining. No problem. Yeah, watch later. It's all good. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's go with... Oh, it's tough. I think level 2. I feel like a level 2. Yes. Oh, we got our first unique building. It's the courthouse. So this is built for free. It's huge, probably. Yeah, it's this one right here. So we look in these unique buildings, these dark blue ones. Look how huge this thing is. But the cool part is it gives you like an ongoing ability, which you want to get early, but I I've played where I've drawn through the level 2 deck almost exclusively. I kind of ignore the level 1 and just get those going. But they fill up your board so quick. But if you get the right ability to start, it can just pay off like throughout the rest of the game. So if you build this, if you build a service building in this district, so service buildings are these light gray ones that we've been building already a whole bunch, annoying. You may move the marker one additional space on the corresponding bar. So if it makes our crime go down, it goes down extra. If it makes our happiness goes up, it goes up extra. So that would have been nice. I assume I build this in our middle district here, which potentially has the most growth. And it's ginormous. Yeah, let's build it. Man, look, it's so awkward. Stupid courthouse. Nope, doesn't fit that way. Yeah, let's build it like that. Super awkward. Let's get it on the right tile there. So giant courthouse clogging us up, or I just build it like that. But either way, it's eating up spaces. That's annoying. But I'm going to build it. I'll build it right now. And anytime I build a service in this district, I can move up the bar extra. Just gets another card done for us. Okay, let's draw level 2 again. City news. All right, we got our first news card sticking us here. Not enough customers. Whenever you build a commercial, or whenever a commercial building is built in a district and there is no residential, you lose 2 money. Okay. Okay, let's go level 2 again. Residential zone. Only -1 power on that one. And if it's in an education zone, we get +2 people. We don't want to mess with the people bar right this minute, but we might want to after we do this one or this one. Can I build near a bus station? Of course I can't. So I can build the medical. Okay, let's try to get our water up, I think. So the pumping station, level 2 pumping station for 4. Okay, that gives us 4 water, so we're +1 on water. And we'll stick this thing. Yeah. I guess up here. We don't have a utility in that district. You're allowed 1 per district, so that's fine. Where do we want to draw from? Let's go level 2. City Hall. Another ginormous building. I don't think I'll build that one right now. Maybe. Where is it? Let's see how big it looks. It's this one. So this is another huge tile. So it's like our big town hall, our city hall. If you build a service building in this district, pay 1 less. So it'd be perfect to be in the same district as that. Man, it sucks I'm seeing these so late because they would have definitely helped going forward. So I don't think that's worth it building this right now, but if you're in a jam, you can build this for free. I could also store it, but again, that's an early game card. But I mean, if it's too late, I can just get it out of the way. But I might hold that till the next milestone, maybe toss it for 1. Unless I'm going to build a service. So if I build for 3, I'm 1 short to end the milestone. How can I get some quick cash? See, I could go down 1 workforce, but that'll cost me 1 money at the milestone, but I get 2 off this. That might be what I need. Might be what I need. This I'd like to build too, but I can't build it near a bus station now. I've blocked it all in there. And I don't think any of these industrial zones have the shape I need to build in that spot. I don't think. Nope. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, where's that card for that building? I need that. So I need the rule. Constant rule out here. If you build a service building in this district, you may move the marker one additional space. Maybe I shouldn't have built that one, but kind of clogged it up a little bit. See, I'm debating building this commercial zone to get me the money to offset the -1 worker, but have enough so I can open up C here. But then I have no money for card exchanging, which might be okay. But then I have no cash starting off the next wave. And I don't have any way to make cash here, so I could stick myself. Oh, man. But I think I build this commercial zone. Anyway. All right, -1. Oh, and that's also building the small landfill site in that cost, I think, there. I think. Yeah, because that costs 3. Maybe I don't build that and just take that on happiness. I don't want to do that, but... So -1 on the workforce, +1 on the traffic. We're at 4 on traffic. Ugh. We need a bus station. Then let's build this next to... Might as well go big. That's kind of bad. Yeah, let's do it like that. I think. Or is it this one? Oh, that just kind of wastes that space too. Yeah, let's just throw that one in there. Okay, so we get 2 money for that. So we built it next to a medical building. Now, what deck do we draw from? And this was okay, right? Because I built that in an area that has a residential, so I don't get hurt on the 2 money for the news. Should probably just leave this more visible so I do not forget it. All right. Where do I draw from? I already saw the level 1 bus station. I think we're going level 2 deck. Policy, I can reduce crime for 2. Or I lose that. Spending money right now is not what I want to do, but I need to dig through the deck too, so... let's just build our landfill. 4-3. And we're building our small landfill site. And can I build it? Yep, I can build it up in the corner here. Because I could put 1 utility there, but here I have my 1 utility, there I have 1 utility. Now I can't build any more utilities right now, and my garbage will go up to even. Let's draw off level 2. Residential. It's a little way to get some money and happiness, but drops my water and garbage back down. Get the 1 worker, I need 1 happiness and 1 money. Happiness is above 5. Yeah, maybe we just build that residential zone. And it can be built anywhere. So down 1 water, down 1 trash. My happiness is greater than 5. I don't know where I'm building this though. Can go anywhere. Maybe we build... that. Okay, so +1 workforce, +1 happy, +1 money. Let's draw from level 2. Commercial zone. So this one, it's kind of neat. First time we're seeing this. So as long as in the district you have residential, another commercial, another industrial. So it's a different commercial besides this one. You get 4 money. But negative on the trash, negative on the people, negative on, or +1 on the traffic. So I have 5 money. I need 3 to open this. I could end the milestone right now. It's not the worst. So anyway, I don't want to negate my people. I don't want to negate my trash. This one's a no-go right now. I could go down 1 in power, but then I go up 2 in people. I don't need to do that right now. Cemetery. I could build it, but I'm going to lose 3 money. And I could do the policy. The policy will disappear at the end of this milestone, so I will lose that chance to reduce my crime by 2. I probably should do this, but then that's no extra money for any other shenanigans. Do I have 3 buildings in each district? Yes, I do. So I get the extra happiness from my speechwriter. Oh, man. I kind of don't want to let this go. What police stations have I seen so far? Just the level 1. And I am rifling through the level 2 deck, so I could see another police station. Could even see the one on level 3. But that is a good way to get crime down. Yeah, let's do it. Maybe we draw something that makes us money too. Get lucky. It's the risk, the push your luck. So down to 1 crime. Policy's gone. Let's draw from level 2. The police station. You friggin' game. This happens. I told you at the beginning. This happens. You're like, oh, I'll draw this. It's whatever. I'll do this inefficient play. And then you draw what you really need. And you're like, damn, I wish I didn't play that. But that's fine. That's fine. If crime does go up, which I do have cards here that make crime go up. So I now can offset that if I need to. If I'm really desperate for money, these get me some good cash payouts. And this one, I have a fire station in this district. So in the future, when I have this district larger, this could come into play. And I have the police station to help for like more of a long-term play. Same with this commercial zone. I just need the bus station because right now I can't fit a commercial zone in beside this bus station here. That's not going to happen. So I built that factory way too big. Yeah, so that's our exchange pile. All right, so we could end the milestone. We have no cash going into the next round, unfortunately. Is there any way to make money right now? It'll affect our happiness and our cash. Could make 4. Can I even do this? Commercial zone, it has to be, can't be there. Could be here, but I don't think one of these can fit. Oh, yes, they can. Yes, they can. I could do it there. I'd be maxed out on traffic, though. I really need that bus station. Really need that bus station. That gets me 4 money. Or I build it up in here, it would do the same. Yeah, maybe we build it up there. Just like that. But if it's too big, we can't take advantage of that park that's there. Does that leave any residential room in there? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's build it up here. Let's do it. Commercial zone, minus a trash, minus a person. It's not good for happiness though, but it gets me money to get cards. I don't want to get stuck. And 1 traffic. 4 money. It's bad one to build. Okay, let's go level 2. We get the park. Bouncy Castle Park. For 3 money. Reducing pollution for 3. Man. Really stuffed up on services this playthrough. It's kind of weird. Very different feel than the last ones. Okay. So I think we're going to end. And I was okay there. I built a commercial. I have a residential. I was fine with the news. If I end right now, I lose 2 happiness for my trash being below. I have to spend 1 money for my workforce being off. Yeah, it might have not been the best to build that. Should I do any more stuff first? That's the question. That happiness, no. I could make my workforce go +1, then -1, so it's even. But then I get a pollution out of that. That's bad. I also lose a power. Why am I doing that? That doesn't seem the greatest. It gets me more cards, though. All these cost me 3 or 4 money. I don't want to stash anything yet. I can stash for cheaper at the end. Yeah, I think I'll just end the milestone there. All right, ending the milestone. So for the trash, 1, 2. We lose 2 happiness, go down to 10. Then we get our 2 happiness, going back up for a speechwriter. Now we transfer that 12, which will take us to 19 on our track here. Okay. 19. We're trying to get to 31. But remember, we're going to lose all these. Are going to hit us at the end of the game, too, if we don't get those in check. What else here? So our workforce is -1, so we got to spend 1 for that. Paid development cost, turnover tile. So what do we have? We have... let's go C. We'll go for the cheaper one. 1, 2, 3. Let's round of 3 left. That's a cool looking one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 districts there. This one joins in the middle. This one will eventually connect this way. And these 2 are kind of smaller ones. Okay. Exchange construction cards. Let's see here. What do we want to exchange? Could build that city hall. Reducing costs for the services. These, I have services to build. That can make them cheaper if I build it down in one of these areas. And this gives me extra bonus off of building those. How big is this town hall? Too big. Too big. Let's see. Power. Don't need it as much, but we will go even in power in a second. Kind of want to build some of these services, but I don't know if I need them or not. I need this one if I exchange some cards. Yeah, I need stuff to generate money, so I might as well start searching, I think. But I don't know if I should spend any money right now. That's the tough part. Yeah, I might get locked here in a sec, I think. This is tough. I can't waste money to exchange. What do these pay for? Whoops. What do these pay for? They pay for fire. See, this one I need. Yep. So I'll just build like the police station or something. Nope. Yeah, I won't exchange anything. I'm not going to spend any money. I can't waste it. It's too tight. But then the current news and unused policy cards are discarded out of the game. So we don't want that anymore. Okay. Okay. All right. So what's best to build here? I can build for a... build this city hall, which will reduce some costs. Just takes up so much space. It's like so awkward. Yeah, let's do that. Big bad city hall. That one's gone. What are we doing here? Level 2, level 3. I think we're going to... maybe one of these might be better. No, let's go level 2. Try to find that bus station. Industrial zone. Okay, likes the fire department there. It gives us 6 money off that. That's good. Which we have a fire department here, but industrials are big. Big. Okay. Oh, I should have drew out of here, but that's okay. I got the same thing roughly, so helps me dig through the deck too. So we need to reduce transportation very bad. And if I find that bus station, it helps there. Could be sitting on the bottom of those decks though. We may never ever see in this playthrough. Is the rough part. Oh, did I put that town hall out of the game again? Yeah, keep these here for the rules. Okay. All right, we're going to build this industrial zone. Down a power, go to 0. Down a worker, up a pollution. And let's build it. Right there. It's in the same zone as the level 2 fire, so that counts. We get 6 money. So we'll take a big 5 and a 1. That's gone. Level 2. Yes, level 2. Government offices. At the end of a milestone, you can reduce. This is great to get round 1. I've had that before in round 1, and you get to bang these down, which, I mean, that could get us that traffic down, which would be nice. We get to do it only 2 more times, though. It's a beastly building, but it can go in a corner somewhere. But again, if we stick it in a zone and we're not able to build 2 other buildings in there, that's trouble. So I think we will do it. Let's build it there. It's free. Just takes up half the freaking map. Okay, that's done. Let's go level 2. Policy. Installation of recycling containers for 2. We can reduce or add some water. Not what we need right now. Not what we need. So for 2, we could build this cemetery somewhere in the middle, because we get reduced costs. Might not be the worst, but if we build it there, then we got to make sure we can build something else in there to take advantage of it. Could do this residential zone. It's nice and easy to get us 2 extra people, which is good. Down 1 energy, not the worst. Down 1 energy. If we build it where there's education, which is right here in this zone, or up here. If I can fit it up here touching that, that'd be efficient. Yeah, let's do that. Bang. Up 2. Done. Building built. Let's go level 3. Maybe we get lucky. Nope. Maybe we go through exchange. Crime isn't the worst right now. Have crime go up. Yeah, let's take this industrial zone. Let's build it. -1, up 1, crime up, and we're going to build it. Fire. Let's build it up here. And it's next to the fire, so we get another 4 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, so let's throw that one away. Now what? So we got loads of money, which usually means let's draw off level 3. All right, another policy. Establishment of youth centers. So for 3 money, we can get happiness for every educational building we built, and we built 2 of them. So that's another way to get some happiness. And if we don't use it by the end of this milestone, it's gone. So something in the pocket to play with if we have extra money to spare. But I mean, it could just be a way to get a card going. Power needs to go up. Power plant's not the worst. Just build it in the corner here. That's 4 money. Crime could go down 3. That seems good. Yeah, let's build the police station. We're going to build it only for 2. Only for 2. Because we'll build it in here, so we get the reduced cost. And build it like that. Okay, crime down 3. Level 2 police station gone. We need a bus terminal of some kind. Let's go for this one. Level 2? Level 2. Residential zones. This one, minus energy, +1 crime. If you build it in a district with 2 commercial zones, you get extra person, extra happiness. Well, say we build this power plant for 4. Power plant. And let's just stick it down here. And that will get us 4 energies. So we got 3 extra energy to play with. We have one here that could spend energy too. Gets a building out of the way. Gets me 2 in this zone. I need 3 buildings here, 3 buildings here, 1 more here before we end the milestone. So that's something else. Let's go level 2. Another policy. I could ban smoking in public to help me with trash. Yes, let's do that right now. That one seems good. This puts us at 0 on the trash. Gone. Level 2. Landfill site. Of course. All right, so get some other trash after doing that again. Oh, man. All right. Only do that if we need to. Could take our pollution down, build a park. Need that bus station. Need that bus station. I mean, we can get rid of all our pollution if we build it in this spot. It only costs 2, but it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Maybe we wait on that. Maybe we build it somewhere else. It just takes us down 3 pollution. Well, let's build this residential site. Down 1 power, up 1 crime. If we build it somewhere we have 2 commercial, which literally is only here, we get a person and a happiness, which is fine. Can we stick something in there? screwed. Oh, we can build in there. I don't think we can. Maybe this one. No, it's too tall, right? Yeah, too tall by one. Whoa, okay. Maybe the deluxe magnetic version of this game would be great. Everything just kind of sticks would be cool. All right, so we can't build up there. But maybe we just build down here just to get something on the board. Yeah, let's just build this here. All right, let's build there, just get something built. And that'll be done with that. Level 2. Commercial zone. Can't build it because traffic goes up and we're locked out of traffic. We are locked out of traffic, so that one's useless. Let's build this cemetery for 2. Because we're going to build it in here. It costs us less, and it'll make our happiness go up twice. Because extra from the courthouse being in that district. Let's keep digging. Again, locked out. Traffic. Locked out of traffic. I need that bus station. Will I get it? Or do I just ditch it? Man. I only have 3 money left. Can't use these to make money. Can't use this to make money. Nothing in here to make money. I might be in trouble. Oh, man. I could toss. Yeah. Yeah, but my transportation hit the max. That was bad. That was bad. Oh, man. I don't know what to do. I could spend money to exchange cards. There's nothing I want to exchange out of here. Don't really need water. Getting happiness is not the greatest investment. If I end the milestone, it does get rid of these policies. And I don't have to spend them, but it does clear cards out and get me new cards. So it is draw, but I don't have to spend the money on it. I need $1 more to end the milestone. 2 actually, because I have to pay for that worker. Could spend 2 on a bouncy castle park and jam up this middle spot. But I have to build something here. Oh, man. Well, might as well spend money, I guess. Oh, these policies, man. I want to do them, but it's like nice to haves. They're not. You're getting cards out of the way, I guess. I could just build this minus a worker plus a pollution, but then I'm locked out on pollution. But I could always build the bouncy castle. Maybe I'll just do this. I'm kind of stuck with this industrial. I can build it for free at least. So +1 here, -1 here. I know I'm going to see that bus station as soon as I do this. Yep. So industrial. Build that one there. All right, where do I draw from? Do I go for these level 1s? Maybe I see a residential. Something that can help me work off money, be cheaper. Yeah, maybe I go level 1. All right, I get some workers back. -1 landfill, it's not the worst. If my workers are less than 1, I get some money. Yeah, this actually works. All right, let's do this one. Negative on the trash, +1 on the people. If my workforce is less than 0, which it is right now, perfect. I get 2 money. And where do I want to build this? I can build it anywhere. Probably down here somewhere. Let's just make residential loaded up in here. We'll try to get our 3 buildings in here. Need 2 more here, 1 more here. Well, actually, let's build 1 down here, because we don't care what's down there. It's kind of like our... something big, bulky, ugly, taking up space. 4 by, what do I have, a 4 by 5 space to work with? Yeah, let's just stick that there. That's fine. All right. Well, let's go level 1. Seems to be helping us. We're almost out of the deck. Looking for police to give us happiness. Get us an extra worker. Oh, but I can't play it. Pollution is maxed. So I can spend money though. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the 3. And we'll build the park. Let's build the park. I guess it can go anywhere in here, right? Yeah, because it's level 2. I don't have to touch, so I don't need to build it like that. Let's go like this. No, let's go up here. All right, so -3 on the pollution. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then let's draw from, let's go level 2. City news. Whenever crime rises, lose a happiness. Draw from number 2. Locked out on traffic still. Damn, I need that bus station. Need that bus station. All right. Okay, I can build this now. +1, +1. If I build it where there's police, I get an extra happiness. So if I build it in here, that works out. Can I fit anything in there efficiently though? Yeah, that's not the best. Come on. Yeah, that's the one thing. You play this enough, you'll learn the pieces and learn how to leave yourself like room for things. But I don't think I have anything going there anyway, so let's just do this one. Okay, so it's built. +1 happiness, or do I build it? Yeah, let's just, because I could get 2 happiness if I build. I keep focusing down here. Oh, let's go up. Let's level 2. Okay, so this replaces this. So whenever a card earns you money, you get 1 less money. That is the worst one. I had this one sit here for like, probably lost me like 7 economy the last game I played before this. So that sucks. We'll draw another one though. Maybe we get it replaced. Policy. Construction of new bike paths. All right, that can help us with our traffic problem. Oh boy. Costs 2 money though. But then I could build these. And can I build them next to medical? Yes, we can get some money flowing. All right, that works. Nice investment. Oh, but this stupid card. Okay, this is fine. We gotta do this. Do we have to do this? Yep, it'll let us play this or this or this. Yep, seems like what we've been looking for. So we'll spend 2 for it. And it'll get us just 2 extra traffic. So we gotta be careful. We have 3 here we could get into. Let's draw here. How many news have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's one more in the level 2. So we want to get rid of that news. We got to start drawing level 3 because there's 5 news cards in there. And I don't think we've drawn any news off the level 3. But I don't have money. I have 0 money. Okay. So forest and medical. Don't have a place with that. I have one with medical though. That's people. I need money. I need money. So up 1 on traffic. Down 2 on people. If I build this commercial zone next to here, I get 4, but I only get 3 because of the stupid bad reputation I have now. Stupid media. Damn paparazzi. So this one will go away. And whoa, this is rough. I'm top decking here. This is not great. I think level 3, I need to get rid of this. Maybe we get lucky on level 3 and find a bus station in there. All right, we get rid of the bad reputation. But whenever an industrial site's built, it causes extra pollution. Lacks oversight. Let's keep drawing level 3 though. Residential zone. If crime was 0, you get 3 extra happiness. These guys love no crime. But I don't have a way to make that happen, so I'm not getting that bonus. Minus the water, minus the trash. Up a person is not the worst. Not the worst. This one's minus a power, minus a trash. If I build it where there's more residential, 2 more at least. Okay. We're going to build this residential, minus a water, minus a trash, up a person. And let's build it. Just build it like this. Okay. The crime's not 0. It's actually 1. No way to take that down right now, fortunately. Sometimes the card's just timing, right, when you draw it. Let's go level 3. Level 2. Let's go level 2. Another residential zone, raising crime, raising people. If it's where there's a park, which I need one down here, extra cash and people. So let's actually build that one. So up 1 person, up 1 crime. I'm going to build it down here. Where's where you can jam? No. All right, I can only build it next to the park. I don't need to build next to the park. That's awkward. Yeah. No, it's so big. Sure. All right. +1 money. +1 happiness. 16. All right. That looks good. All right. That one is anything there? No. All right. Level 2. Policy for 2, we can get down pollution. It's not bad. Is that how we want to spend our money? I mean, when else are we going to get that down? We still have 2 more trash things digging up in there. Could draw on, oh, one's right here actually. Oh, that's for trash, not pollution. Yeah, that's for pollution. All right, I'll do it. Spend 2. Let's get pollution down. Restrictions on keeping pets. All right, so that one's gone. And let's draw number 2. Yep. Sea and skyscraper. The end of a milestone. The first card exchanged by each player is free. How big is this building? Not too big. Not too big. Yeah, let's do that one. Can we get in here so we have a 3rd building? Yep, we can. All right. Yep, I'm down with that. That's a cool ability to have. Okay. All right, let's draw another one. Let's go level 2. What are we digging for, actually? The bus station, I guess, right? To give us more. We're not gonna. We could find it in the 3 deck, but it's still so large, and there's not much left here. Let's go with this level 2. Factory that could get us extra pollution right now due to the news. -2 people, don't want to do that. Up on crime. I don't have enough to get my garbage up. I need money. Nothing here. I mean, if I build this in a space where there's 2 other industrial sites, can I fit an industrial site here? I can get 7 money. The problem is that hurts me on multiple places. But these are the things you have to do to get the cash. Can I build in here? Oh man, I can't. Ooh, that's rough. Yep, I can't fit anything in there right now. Can't fit anything there. Once I open this one, I can, and there is 4 money I need for that. 4 money. Oh, this is so bad. Medical and a forest. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, if I just built the park in here for cheaper like I was going to do, I would have medical and that covered, but then I wouldn't be able to fit in this, I don't think. Yeah, commercial zones are just too big. Big and awkward, big and awkward. Spread them out here, and then we'll have a better idea of what we have to pick from. So we go on here. Okay. How do we get over? Strap for cash. Strap for cash. I can't fit a resident or industrial up here. Doesn't fit. I can't build another one here. Doesn't make sense. If I just had 2 more money, I'd end the milestone right now. I could exchange a card, but then what I draw might not get me what I need. Just 1 card left in level 1 deck. This residential zone, I could build it for free. Get that out of the way. Yeah, let's do it. Down 1, down 1. If I build it somewhere with 2 other houses, which was I was trying to do down here, 2 other residential areas. That place is full, but I do get 2 happiness, up to 18. That's gone. All right, where do we draw? Where's it going to make us money? Do I keep digging level 2? Do I go to level 3? I think level 3. Science Center. If you build adjacent to this industrial site, if you build adjacent to this, industrial sites will not make pollution rise. Ooh, that kind of goes against that. That's kind of neat. I can't stick that anywhere. I think that one's huge. Oh, it's not too big. But still, I can't fit that anywhere. Oh, maybe right here. If I'm desperate and I need another car, but then I'm like running out of stuff to build. I need money. I need money. And then once I get that, I'll unlock this spot. I can build an industrial in here, and that gives me a 2 industrial, get 7 money. I just need 2 to get there. Will I get it, or will I get locked out and end the game? Build this residential. Get 3 extra people, but yeah, then I have no way of bringing it down. That costs extra money too, so I can't do that one unless I build it somewhere without a hospital. Or I do this one, which doesn't do anything but just brings my people down only 1. Both have my traffic go up, which I think I'm gonna do. Down to power. I'll just build this. Can I build it anywhere that's not going to hurt me? This is rough. I don't want to put it in here, but I think it's where I might have to go. Oh, but that will give me +3 people. I don't want to put it in there. I don't want to put it in here. Actually, right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that fits nice. Okay. And there's no medical there, so my workforce doesn't go up. Which is a nice card to get your workforce up 3 is amazing, but I am stuck. Will level 1 get me what I need? This last card, will it be the one that gets me 2 money? Nope. I can't even play it. Can't even play it. Alright. I could spend that 2 money. Exchange one of these cards. I could build this science center. I think I'll do the science center. It sucks because I'd have to build it up here, and that's useless. I'll never build beside it, but it is a free building and gets this card out of the way. I can't build either of these. My traffic is up. I'm locked there. This I don't want to build because I want the money. I could have built that first, actually, and then done that residential, and then I'd be able to... And then I would have been able to bring the people up if I just put that somewhere else. So that's not the worst. Oh, but then I can't get the money off it. Yeah, that's the problem. I want the money. So I'll do the free building. Let's do this one. That sucks. That sucks. Science Center, out of the way. Level... 2. Oh, another unique building. Fountain of Life and Death. All service buildings in this district will cover the entire district. See, that's useless right now. I needed to see that way earlier. It's free, but this one's big, I think. Yeah, that's super big. I can't fit that anywhere on the map right now. Nowhere. Useless. Can't build, can build. Yeah, I hate to play this because I don't want to lose the money. And I can't fit it anywhere anyway now. Yep, I can't even build it right now. Did I get locked? I could spend 2 to exchange. Yep. Spend 2. Get rid of this fountain. Draw level 2. Or level 3. Level 2. Nope. Minus a water. Minus 2 water. And if it's with education plus people, but no money. No money. Oh, this is bad. Bad, bad, bad. I'm stuck. I'm very stuck. It's like I'm now making inefficient plays just to get cards. This is silly. This is silly. I've backed myself into a corner here. There's probably a time where I should have expanded to this, and I didn't do it. And I've passed that point. So I can build this one at least. Goes down 2 water. I think I can build it. Can I fit it in anywhere? Yeah. Desperation. It is with an education center, so it would make my people go up. And I don't want to do that because I have one right here. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, can I fit something up there? Nope. Nope. Can I fit something in here? No. Nope. Wow. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. Let's do it. So we lost the water. Let's just do it. It's the only play we have. This goes in here. And then our people goes up 3 because it's where there's a residential. Oh, man. Level 2. Okay. Yeah, industrial. I'm screwed because I don't have a spot to build, and that would get me money though. But I'm out of cash. I can't build this. I can't fit anywhere. Can't build this. Can't fit anywhere. I don't have the money to pay for that. This I can't play because my traffic's up too high. This I can't afford. This traffic's a problem. This I can't afford. So I literally cannot play a construction card. I cannot exchange. I can't afford it. And I cannot end the milestone because I cannot afford the 4 here. And yeah, I'm out of cash. So unfortunately, that is the end of the game. Quite the puzzle. But yeah, sometimes you just don't draw what you're looking for, or you put your eggs in the basket. You're thinking you might draw into something, but look, I have 2 cards left. I was trying to go for that bus station earlier. I maybe shouldn't have kept going through the level 2 deck, and it was the second one from the bottom. Could have reduced my traffic possibly at some point, allow me to play some other cards later. But again, I was digging for it. It just wasn't there. Because then I could have maybe exchanged if I had money to get that to give me money off the bus station if I just saw that earlier. In the level 3s, we didn't really go into level 3 too much. Police headquarters, not really important right now. That's the problem. You go for a level 3 deck, and if you don't have money flowing, you're going to draw into things that are expensive or that you want to stash for later. Sports arena, another industrial. Switch to LED street lights to get you some power. Yeah, so even drawing into anything, if I ended the wave somehow, or ended the milestone, I could have, these would get auto-discarded out of the game. But then even so, like, I would have drawn into maybe those 2 and cleaned that deck out, got that. Couldn't really afford it yet. Yeah. Or I would have drawn into something here that's not helping me. Yeah. But at least I could have built the unique building. But the problem is once you build too many unique buildings, I shouldn't have probably built either of these. They didn't really help me. They just kind of locked me out and I couldn't build other things. And that's maybe the lesson I learned there was unique buildings. I did them as a way to just cycle through the deck to get them out there, but then they block you out. It's like quite the puzzle. This game's quite the puzzle. It's definitely like a lot of things to manage. You have to manage all this stuff, do your milestones at the right time, build your buildings properly, lock them all together, leave the right space decide what unique buildings to build. Did you get them early? Maybe you don't build any in a game because you don't get them until later. Maybe I should have went into the level 2 deck earlier to try to get some of those unique buildings out and maybe picked and chose which ones were better. But I could also, if I ended the milestone, I've seen this one earlier in the game where it allows you to exchange a card for free at ending the milestone, which would have helped me also get another card cycled earlier ending milestones. But hey, that's where it's at. That's a live playthrough using all the modules. Yeah, we saw news, we saw policies, we saw the role work there, had that go off. That's the other thing. Maybe playing to this, trying to get that extra happiness, filling up and building too much, the cost is too high, and then it causes me to fill up zones too quickly, and then when I don't have enough resources to then open the next one. Maybe that makes it harder, or I'm just clogging up my map trying to do that. And maybe I passed a better point where I should have ended the milestone. Yeah, I was curious. If you're watching this later, leave some comments down below if you know this game and you saw a point there where you thought I should have done something different. But yeah, it's just sometimes you're just certain things you aren't going to see like this. If my garbage went too low, this landfill site was on the very bottom. I did have one here though. But things like that, like, you know, they might be on the bottom of the deck and you may never see it. So you just gotta do the best with what you have. Ban on soft drinks. Everyone loves it. They get happy for every medical building you have. That's kind of cool. Oil power plant. They can strike whenever workforce rises above 0, -1 happiness. Yeah, I was getting kind of excited. I had like 18 happiness there. I would have lost a bit here. I wouldn't have played some of those cards though, but it would have been nice to throw up like 18 more there, and then go on to the next one. Try to build in there. But yeah, I just got choked out for funds. And none of these get me money in the level 2, and I kept digging level 2, and it was just not getting me what I need. I finally saw some good money, but I didn't have the space to build it, and that's where I think these buildings got in my way. But yeah, that is a playthrough of Skylines Cities, the board game. Yeah, that's a cool game. I mean, I've played this one 3 times now. I think maybe 4, but every time it's felt different. It's the first time I've lost. I was trying some different things. I got kind of flooded on the services early, but I did have some that worked with things I placed down. But as you see, I place in services just in areas, just to cycle cards, not efficiently. You want to kind of like see things that you're looking for services. You want to kind of have like see things like this that you're kind of like, okay, I'm working towards that, and then maybe put that in a spot where you know you can build that. And that's what you want to see happen. But I didn't get a good mix at the start, so I was kind of making some weird plays, putting things maybe not in the right spots. I'm also still trying to figure out where to place things and leave room on what sides, and where does that matter? What's the better play? When to draw off of level 2 and level 3 decks is another challenge. When to end your milestones is another thing. And every game, it's like at a different point. There's no, like, you can't just say when you're at a certain happiness you want to end the milestone. Sometimes you just end the milestone where you're sitting. Don't try to push your luck and get risky. And that's kind of cool. But yeah, man, this game's neat. Very neat. I love the little puzzle. Great solo game. I've yet to try a co-op, but hopefully you'll see a playthrough of that soon within the next week or so on the channel. I'll teach it to Mel. We'll play it on the stream, see how it works at 2-player. Because I know a lot of people look at it because it is a co-op game. It's touted as a co-op game, but it's 1 to 4 players. We'll see how the next play goes. All depends. Different buildings, different things can come off the decks and maybe help us out, maybe hurt us, make it more challenging. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's City Skyline, the board game. If you guys have any questions or anything, drop it below. Thanks to those who are watching us live. If you want to not miss us going live in the future, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, that kind of thing so you don't miss it. They are down in the description below. Thank you to all our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. That you can become a Patreon backer down in the description below also. But yeah, for more information on this game, check out Kosmos' website. They have some info on there. Also check out the Kosmos Helper app. Has a nice instructed tutorial, which I was showing you earlier on the iPad there, that'll walk you through it with voiceover, computer animated, kind of like rule book, which is kind of neat. But yeah, very cool game. Looks pretty on the table. That's my city. Kind of fell apart there. I don't know if like when it ends if you fail. I failed at like 19, so I have an ambitious city. The city could become something someday, maybe. Yeah, not the best. All right. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for today's live stream on a Friday afternoon. Stick around to the channel. We have more live streams already scheduled for next week. You can see those by going to the channel homepage, youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table, or click my icon down below. And you'll see all the upcoming live streams all scheduled there. I also will post on social media too when I schedule new ones and stuff. So you can check those out there. But I'll see you guys next week in some live streams. And we have some new playthroughs coming to the channel. So check that out. Stick around. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.